Welcome back everyone. There were a number of teams who got better over the offseason, and a majority of them play in the Eastern Conference. The Atlanta Hawks made a trade for DeJounte Murray, the Brooklyn Nets are getting back a healthy Ben Simmons, and the Cleveland Cavaliers made a blockbuster move to acquire Donovan Mitchell. You can make an argument for at least 5, and as many as 8 different teams being legitimate contenders in the Eastern Conference, and one of those is without a doubt the Philadelphia 76ers. They might not have made a blockbuster trade or signed a big name free agent, but I think we can all agree that they got better, and they managed to do it in multiple ways. For one, they made an overlooked trade to acquire De'Anthony Melton, who has quietly been one of the most underrated role players in the entire league. Melton is coming off a great year with Memphis, averaging nearly 11 points in under 23 minutes per game, shooting 37.4% from 3, and averaging 1.4 steals per game. Not only did they improve with Melton though, but they got better through free agency. They went out and signed PJ Tucker, Danuel House, and Montrezl Harrell, all of which are huge upgrades for their rotation. One of the main problems they had last season was not having enough depth. They had a great starting lineup, but their bench often failed to retain their leads. Their bench unit only averaged about 15 points per game last season. That was the 3rd lowest in the NBA, and it was a primary reason for them getting beat in the playoffs. Although, that should no longer be an issue for them. Between De'Anthony Melton and Montrezl Harrell alone, they will be getting a consistent 20 to 25 points per game off the bench. And they will only be adding to their already great starting lineup. In fact, I would even go as far as calling it elite. Any lineup with Joel Embiid and James Harden will automatically become noteworthy, but then when you throw in a proven winner and high-level 3-and-D player like PJ Tucker, a 15 to 20 point per game guy like Tobias Harris, and a young, up-and-coming star like Tyrese Maxey, that is when it becomes special. That is a very talented lineup, and one who can compete with anyone. And with them all being at least somewhat familiar with each other, I doubt it will take them very long to mesh. Not only that though, but with a healthy and in shape James Harden, and a naturally improving Tyrese Maxey, there is no telling how good they could become on offense. Philadelphia ended up finishing as the 11th rated offense last season, which is by no means bad, but I think it's safe to say that they can do better. If they are able to stay healthy, I would be shocked if they don't finish in the top 5. They have more than enough offensive firepower to do it, and maybe even between their big 3 alone. And just to clarify, I am including Tyrese Maxey in that, which I really don't think should be a hot take either. Despite only being 21, he is borderline unguardable at times, and when the opposing team has to pick between putting their best defender on him or Harden, that will always lead to a mismatch. I could truly see Maxey averaging around, if not even a bit more than 20 points per game. He won't really be forgotten about, but he will thrive off the attention that Embiid and Harden command on offense. And overall, I have very few complaints about their offense, other than a few nitpicky things here and there, and primarily in regard to off-ball movement and reliable 3-point shooting. They should be a powerhouse on offense. How about on defense though? Similarly to their offense, they finished as the 12th rated defense last season, and although their offense began to trend up after acquiring Harden, their defense did not, which ended up playing a part in why they did not get further in the playoffs. Again, I would blame more of that on their prior lack of depth, but their inability to be a well-rounded defensive team was a problem at times too. However, they definitely took a step in the right direction. PJ Tucker alone was a big addition, and it feels like wherever he goes, he automatically makes the team better on defense. And like I referred to before, De'Anthony Melton was a big pickup for them too. He is a very underrated defender, and could really wreak havoc off the bench for them. And I would be remiss not to mention Matisse Thybulle, who although does not have a guaranteed role on their team, he is an elite defensive player. Now I do worry about their rim protection outside of Joel Embiid, as they do not have a great rim protector besides him, but other than that, they have a very solid defense. Definitely not as good compared to their offense, but I think they are capable of finishing around the top 8 to around the top 12 once again. Finally though, the major barrier for them will be overcoming injuries. We all know the injury history for Joel Embiid, and James Harden has not been particularly healthy as of late either. They cannot hope to go anywhere without those two healthy, and that will be the big if for them throughout the entire year. But other than that, along with a few minor things I can be nitpicky about, they are without a doubt a legitimate contender, and one that I believe could be special. What do you guys think though? How high do you believe the ceiling is for Philly? And do you agree or disagree with the points that I laid out? Let me know your thoughts by commenting down below and we can talk about it there. That will do it for this video though. Big thank you to those of you who took the time to watch until the end of this video, and until the end of all of my videos in general. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and turn on notifications to get notified right away when I drop a new video. But as always, thank you for watching and have a great day.